Hey guys, what's going on? Savage Dan here, and we're gonna talk about some E3 shit from yesterday because I was amazed. Xbox One, they did their thing. They had some pretty awesome games shown. The Rise, Son of Rome, that looks badass. Forza 5, I always love the Forza games. The cool thing they announced too, no more Microsoft points because Microsoft points are the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Why couldn't they just use real money? But Dead Rising 3, the Dead Rising series are awesome games, and it's an Xbox only exclusive, which kind of sucks because I don't really like where Microsoft is taking the Xbox One with the no use games, and you have to connect once a day online to be able to play your games at all, even if it's a single player game. You have to install the games to the hard drive of the Xbox. Like, it's just a bunch of bullshit that if I do get an Xbox, it'll be, down the line, because PlayStation blew Xbox off the map with their system. The price for one, it's $100 cheaper. Like, they're asking $500 for the Xbox One. That's ridiculous. That is beyond an amount I want to pay for that console. I was expecting like 300 with all the bullshit they have with it, like the no use game shit. So, to be honest, fuck Microsoft at this point. I'm not gonna get it right away. I'm probably gonna get a PS4 around Christmas time, hopefully, if it's out by Christmas. And I'm pretty sure they said holiday season, so I'm sure they're gonna have it by Christmas. And if not, that I'll probably still get it anyway. But there were some awesome games shown yesterday. For one, Dead Rising 3, like I said, Rise, Son of Rome, Forza 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, open world Metal Gear Solid. That's crazy. That's fucking sweet. Also, they showed off, Battlefield 4. It's going to be 60 frames per second on Xbox and PlayStation, which is kind of cool. And it looks awesome, but I'm pretty sure they played a PC version and just said it was on Xbox because there was kind of a backspace button up in the top right hand corner of the gameplay when they were showing it off at the Xbox press conference to bring up battle logs. So I feel like they played it on PC and just said it was Xbox, and the guy was using an Xbox controller, which, whatever. They showed off that they're bringing Halo back. Another cool thing, and Halo's going to be 60 FPS, which Halo hasn't been. It's always been 30. And then Titanfall. It's the first Respawn Entertainment game. And for you guys that don't know, Respawn Entertainment is the top lead designers of Activision or Infinity Ward. When they left, they created a new company with EA, and they're finally bringing out their first game called Titanfall, and it looks awesome. What it is it's a multiplayer game. I don't know if there's a single player. They just showed off multiplayer right away, which was sweet. It's a multiplayer game where, there's just normal infantry combat, but there's also big mech suits that you can drop in and use that with. And it looked kind of balanced from what I saw yesterday, but everything that they show on the show floors of E3, or not the show floors, but the press conferences, all of it's scripted. They do it to show off the game's, the cooler parts of the game. So, the guy never really gets shot at, that type of thing. Which is also what I didn't like about the Battlefield 4 press conference, the DICE one, the EA one, whatever. Battlefield 4 looks awesome. Commander mode looks awesome, but it's just like it's scripted. You can't really tell from anything. Like, the guy, an Apache helicopter came down right behind him and didn't even shoot at him. Like, it shot like 10 feet over his head. But what I saw from like the game and like watching the guy play, because he was a terrible shot, you saw that there's suppression assist. So suppression is still a thing in Battlefield 4. Kind of a bummer, but you couldn't really tell if there was like a super effect to it because he really didn't get shot at enough to see if their suppression like affected you a bunch. So I'm kind of waiting to see what it's like with the live multiplayer gameplay from today, where it's just people on the show floor playing it. That's where you'll really find out what the game's going to be like. They collapsed the whole skyscraper, and I'm wondering if it's a user thing. Like, if people don't shoot at it with tanks, is it still going to fall? Like, is it a scripted event like in Caspian border when the radio tower falls, like that sort of thing. That's something I'm looking forward to finding out. And like what happens to the sea flag when the building falls? Is it just gone and not a flag anymore? Is it just, on the ground floor there? That's something I'm looking forward to finding out, and hopefully you can see that with the live gameplay that they have today and tomorrow streaming on Twitch. I'll leave the link to where they're going to be streaming in the video, the chat below. That's whatever it's called, info. And I hope it's not scripted, because that'd be kind of awesome if it doesn't fall. Like it's all based on how the game plays out. Like if tanks are trying to kill people in the building. There's also the elevator, which I think people are going to sit up top on the top of where the sea is, on top of that building, and just wait for the ding of the elevator and spray the hell out of it with an LMG. I feel like that's going to happen. I hope I'm wrong, but that's just how noobs are going to see it, as like getting free kills, because they're just going to sit there bipoded on the ground or something and let the guys come out the door and just, unload a 100-round, drum at them. Again, hopefully I'm wrong, but that's just where I see that going. Coming from the background of games that I do, I just know when people are going to use cheap things like that. They also showed off, the commander mode, which is, like I said, awesome. It's brought back from Battlefield 2, in case you guys don't know Battlefield, history. Commander mode was a thing in Battlefield 2. I don't know if it was in 2142. I can't honestly remember. I'm pretty sure it was, though. And then when the Bad Company series came out, it disappeared. So it's cool to see that back. Also, 5-player squads, which is kind of cool. Something we didn't see is if they changed around the classes at all, because a lot of people complained that the assault class is overpowered, having med kit and defibs all in one thing with the best guns in the game. So I don't know if they changed that and maybe went back to Bad Company 2 style, where support had revives and med kits. That's something we'll find out today too, why people are playing, hopefully. It's just they left so much vague stuff out that they didn't really care to share. But I'm excited for this new year of gaming. DICE also announced whatever it's called, Mirror's Edge 2. That game, the first one was amazing, so I'm glad to see they're bringing that back. So it's just a lot to take in one day with all this cool stuff. But like I said, I'm most likely going to get a PlayStation 4 rather than an Xbox One at the start. I don't know if I'm going to get the Xbox One, but if I do, it's going to be down the line. And I feel like a lot of people are feeling that way right now because of the whole Microsoft just got destroyed press conference wise with the information they shared and what the information PlayStation shared. Like PlayStation just took shots at Xbox over and over and over again. So a lot of people are going to go with PlayStation, I think, just because it's a better console, in my opinion, and pretty much everybody's. People that are going to stick with Xbox are going to be, Microsoft fans from their inner core, and people that don't really know any better. So that's what I feel like is going to happen. But I'm going to go PlayStation 4 right away, and Xbox down the line. And hopefully Xbox changes their mind about some of the bullshit stuff they have. I doubt they will, but that's just how I feel on it. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Sorry for no sound, but for some reason it sounds funny. I think something wrong happened when I recorded it with my my live game reportable. So sorry about that, but that was the new Crisis, one of the new maps from the new Crisis map pack, if you guys didn't know what that was. And I will see you guys tomorrow with some more news and stuff I find out about Battlefield 4 from the live stream they're having today. Have a good Tuesday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.